Hello folks, Fluorescent FIFA here for the final part 5 of my countdown of my top 50 FIFA 12 goals. If you have missed the first 4 parts, which ran from goals number 50 to number 11, the links for those are in the description below, this part is going to go from goals number 10 to number 1. All of the goals scored across all of the countdown have been scored on either head-to-head seasons, in the head-to-head cup, or in online friendlies, all using full manual controls. Goals in either Ultimate Team or Pro Clubs, or I suppose 2v2s or team plays or anything like that, do not count. This is the top 10. These are the 10 best goals I have scored on FIFA 12. Let's do this. Kicking off the final part of the countdown at number 10, we have a goal from Samuel Eto'o playing for Anzi Maka Waka Daka, or whatever they're called. I have a little miniature series on my YouTube channel. It's called the Water Pass series, and it's just a collection of some of the very, very best manual passes I've ever played that result in goals. This is Water Pass number 3. It is number 10 on this list. It is one of the best passes I have ever played.
Can't miss, and he scores spectacularly.
Manual through balls are so useful when you get them right. You can see him making the run. It's not a fluke. It is a beautifully played pass, and I just take the easy finish to make sure I score. Goal number 9 is going to be the third and final appearance from a custom set piece in the countdown. I talk a lot about the ability to exploit space using manual controls, and custom set pieces are a really good example of that. Because you have no restrictions on where you play the ball, it means if you work a set piece really well, you can open up spaces and score some absolute crackers.
And he goes for goal with his head. He scored with a brilliant header.
This was the first custom set piece I ever pulled off in a match. You can see how it works. The first run drags the defenders away, then a little pass into the space that's opened up by that first run. Then I have to play across into the back post. You can see it's Quaresma here in this example, running in completely unmarked from well away from the penalty box. Because he's running in from so far away, nobody tracks him. The cross is inch perfect, and Quaresma makes no mistake with the header. That is goal number 9. Goal number 36 on this countdown was a goal I scored straight after I conceded a goal to a penalty against Atletico Madrid. That one was using Tottenham. This one is using Swansea, and exactly the same thing is going to happen. This is goal number 8. This is actually the most recent goal in the countdown. It was scored as recently as the 29th of August. And this is going to be the goal that I put down as What a Pass number 6. The second entry from the What a Pass series in this top 10. It is a very long range 1-2, and it's got a pretty spectacular finish. This kind of thing is really tough on manual, but when you get it right, oh my word, does it feel good.
In with a chance. That's a clever pass. The goal is given, and that is the equaliser. That old adage about being most vulnerable when you've just scored has come true again. The equaliser.
Immediately when the first pass is played, he starts making a run. You can see him on the left of the screen, and the precision required on a chip through ball over that distance is really tough. This is a beautiful bit of camera work, and then you can see how close it goes to the defender's head. It just evades him, and then slotting it beautifully into the corner on the volley. One of the things I try to explain to people when they first start using manual controls is that you can practice as much as you want, but you are never ever going to perfect them. It is possible to master manual controls, but you cannot perfect them. You will never get every pass right. You will never get every shot on target. For me, that's part of the fun. But sometimes things do just click, and you can get pretty close to perfection. This is a goal from a kickoff, 13 pass build-up, long shot to finish. I don't think starts get much more perfect than that.
Good ball. Great chance. Arsenal have scored. And he has put that where it's impossible for the goalkeeper to reach it, right up into the top corner.
Yeah, a couple of keepers wouldn't have got a hand on that.
And the score is 1-0.
The first series I did on YouTube was called the Manual Movement. It started back in December, and the idea was I would use full manual controls, play against assisted, and try and convince more people to give manual controls a go. One of the rules I set myself in that series was that in every single game I would use a different team. This game I was using AC Milan. I very nearly scored one of my best ever long shots, very unlucky with Robinho. But Robinho had already scored a really good goal in the first half of this game. This is the best solo goal I've ever scored. I am not brilliant with solo goals, I'm not great with skill moves, but occasionally I can get it right. Using AC Milan in this game, it's not a team I use often. I very rarely use 5-star teams online, but this was in the head-to-head cup, so I gave myself a license to try. Starts off with a nice through ball, Robinho running down the wing, right stick flick around the defender, and he's off and in on goal.
What could be dangerous? He scored!
I realise if that you compare it to some of the best skillers' goals, it's not an awful lot to write home about, but I am not very good with skill moves. This is the best I've done. That right stick flick was really well timed, chops it right in between the defender's legs, roulette in a really tight area, and a nice slotted finish. When people switch to manual controls, one of the things they probably don't realise is just how much of an effect the weather's going to have on your play. It's a lot harder to play in either the rain or the snow on manual, but when you know what you're doing, you can use that rain to your advantage. Here's an example of a through ball which has a lot of power on it, but because I'm in the rain, it deliberately slows up so that I have plenty of time for my player to run onto it. Goal number 5 is going to be a team goal where the final pass makes full use of the rain. It is a really difficult pass to pull off, but I get it just about right. This is scored in an online friendly. It's against a guy, Kialios, who is a really good manual player. We've played quite a few times. This, I think, was in the first game we ever played against each other. And as I've said before, it's always nice when you play someone for the first time and you get off to a good start, make a good impression. 1-2 using Yappy Yappo. He's off on one, and you think there's no way you can slide that ball through, but in the rain you can.
Well, they've scored, and that's the first goal of the afternoon.
Great use of the weather to my advantage, slide rule through ball, and that finish is quite a tricky one on manual because it's from such a tight angle, but no mistake, lashing it into the top corner. We have only got 4 goals left on the countdown.
In their locker.
Different people look for different things from football games. Some people want a fast-paced arcade-style game, some people want a slow-tempo, realistic simulation. If you use full manual controls, that is as close as you can get to a really realistic, slow-tempo simulation type game. One of the complaints I've had in the past about assisted and semi-assisted is that it does enable some really ridiculous, unrealistic goals. How often in a game have you seen a looping bicycle kick? Unfortunately, those things are completely impossible on manual. Right?
Subis. He tries for goal. Goal! How's he done that? Even to go for it took a bit of guts, really, but to pull it off was unbelievable.
I have scored bicycle kicks before using manual controls, but I have never scored one quite like that. You can see how high he gets in the air to hit it. It goes so high over the keeper's head, he does not get anywhere near it. This goal was scored in a match against Rayman HD, who is another YouTuber, as part of my series, the YouTuber Yearbook. It's a series I'm hoping to continue in FIFA 13, especially if I can keep scoring goals like that in it. At number 3, we have Croatia making their 3rd and final appearance on the countdown. This goal was the subject of the video, What a Pass, number 4. We have gone through all of the what a passes apart from this one. We have seen long-range chip through balls, we've seen early crosses, we've seen long-range through balls along the ground, but the best pass, in my opinion, that I have probably ever played only required 10 yards.
He tries for goal. It's a goal! It's a goal, and it's a superb one.
Well, how many players have they got capable of scoring? Too many for the opposition.
And the score is 1-0.
It is the ultimate 1-2, it is ultimate precision. Xavi, eat your heart out. The precision on that pass to thread it in between 2 defenders. I have never played a pass that precise. It is the best pass I've ever played. It only travelled 10 yards. It is goal number 3 on this countdown. We have only got 2 goals to go. I'm going to let someone else introduce this one.
Hey, guys, what's legit? Everything you want to feel on City or in Electra. But finally, for number 1, the moment you will be waiting for. We have fluorescent FIFA and it's another corner goal.
Not just any corner goal. This goal is unique. To my knowledge, this was the first goal of its kind from FIFA 12 on YouTube. I'm not 100% certain on that. That's my guess. It has been done since, in fact it has been bettered since, but as far as I know, this was the original. When you're losing a game by a very narrow margin, if you set your mentality to ultra-attacking, your goalkeeper occasionally goes up the pitch for a last-minute corner. Here is an example where my opponent's goalkeeper had come up for a last-minute corner and I tried to score into the open goal. This was an attempt that went wrong. This was actually me attempting to replicate this goal. This goal was scored on 29th of November 2011. I uploaded it to YouTube on the 1st of December, and since then it has had almost 400,000 views on its own. This is the goal. We think it's about 81, 82 yards into an open goal on manual controls, right down the centre. That level of precision, to be that accurate from such a long range, whether there's a keeper or not, is so difficult on manual controls. I've only managed to do it once, and that goal has done a lot for my channel. It won KSI's top 5 goals of the week. It got me a headset out of it. It's had 400,000 views, which has brought in so many more people to my channel. And it's a goal which you can score on assisted or semi-assisted, but it's blind luck if you do that, whereas on manual you have to aim precisely in order for it to work. It is a freak goal. I will probably never be able to do it again, certainly not from that range. It is goal number 2 on the list. I could not put it at number 1, but in that case, who is? If you have made it all the way through this entire countdown, right from the very beginning, thank you so much. I have put a lot of time into it. Hopefully you have enjoyed the trip. We have got 1 goal left. Goal number 7 on this countdown was a 13 pass move from a kickoff. Goal number 4 on this list was a bicycle kick finish. Add 1 more pass to goal number 7, combine it with goal number 4, and you have goal number 1. It's from an unlikely source, Stefan Sessegnon of Sunderland. This is, in my opinion, my best goal on FIFA 12. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoy it, and I will see you in FIFA 13.
Hit a bad finish to the season, could get relegated, and the way it is, if they win their remaining games, they could actually be champions.
It's amazing the way things have panned out, but they haven't shown championship form so far, but still time to correct that.
Now with John O'Shea, Phil Bardsley, now Larson, Vaughan, Richardson, play together, maybe a chance. Seen the chance, goal! How's he done that? Even to go for it took a bit of guts really, but to pull it off was unbelievable.
I don't think the goalkeeper was expecting it. You can see the expression on his face, but the technique, superb.